Let's dive into the world of the unidentified murderer, known by his infamous moniker, the Long Island serial killer, or the Craigslist Ripper. His hunting ground, the desolate, eerie terrain of the South Shore of Long Island, New York, and his victims, mostly sex workers who advertised their services on Craigslist. Our tale begins in 2010 when Shannan Gilbert, an escort who advertised on Craigslist, disappeared mysteriously after a 911 call that hinted of her fearing for her life. While precisely 7 months later, in December, a police officer and his canine companion stumbled upon the skeletal remains of a woman while training close to Oak Beach, and further investigations led to the discovery of 3 more bodies, all systematically placed about 500 feet from each other. Thus began the hunt for a serial killer who had been at large, possibly for over 15 years. The authorities, after painstaking analysis, deduced that all 4 victims were female escorts who offered their services online, and the pattern of their disposal hinted at a single murderer. The victims were buried in burlap sacks, suggesting that the killer had a planned, methodical approach. In the following year, as investigators combed through the dense bramble of the Long Island South Shore, 6 more bodies were discovered, some of whom differed from the killer's initial selection of victims, such as an Asian male and a toddler. It led to the speculation of whether there was more than one killer at large, or if the Long Island serial killer had shifted his focus. As the case unfolded, it took a more disturbing turn. The final call that Shannan Gilbert made the night she disappeared traced back to Dr. Peter Hackett, a resident of Oak Beach. Although he initially denied any contact with Shannan, he later admitted to making the call, but continued to deny having met her. To this day, Hackett remains a controversial figure in the case, but no substantial evidence links him directly to the murders. In 2011, Shannan's remains were finally discovered in a marshy area near Oak Beach, a few miles from where the other bodies were found. Interestingly, the authorities ruled her cause of death as misadventure, stating that she drowned while in a drug-induced state, which contradicts the circumstances of the other victims.